Hello, I'll be talking about why languages are important and what we can understand about society from languages. I'll be mostly using English in this presentation because English is the most popular language, it's the most studied. You have a map of Duolingo users and what language they want to learn, and as you see, it's mostly English. English is the most learned language, the most spoken language. It's number one. So it's the most useful to study, especially for this project. Reason number one, ancestry. To find out when two or more languages are related. Obviously, some languages are more obviously connected, like Spanish and Portuguese, or Spanish and Italian. But some are more distant and harder to tell. For example, English, Spanish, and Indian are all related. They all come from the same language thousands of years ago. Now we call that language the Proto-Indo-European, aka Pali. It was originally spoken in modern-day Ukraine, around the Caucasus Mountains, by the Yim-Yam, aka the Aryans. But they started to spread out into Europe, the Middle East, and India. Ukraine is very flat. Have a lot of mountains, a lot of rivers. Flat like this. It's where pie came from. Because of how flat Ukraine is, and the fact that the Aryans were the first people ever to tame horses, it's very easy for them to spread out and conquer land and spread their languages. Here's a picture of two Aryan men riding a chariot, and you see the guy at the bottom, that's an Indian guy getting stomped. The first English came from Germany thousands of years ago. They crossed the English Channel. They're very German people. Anglo-Saxon, from Anglo and Saxony. I'll put an audio later. The islands were originally inhabited by the Celts, which the Anglo-Saxons attempted to assimilate into them. The Anglo-Saxons also assimilated with the French when the French owned the UK, and also when the UK owned France, and when the Vikings owned the UK. All these languages came together, kind of made this big soup of a language. It's called English. This is the basis of the English language, Anglo-Saxon. This is Old French. Old Norse from the Vikings. Like this. One. And this is the Celtic languages. Give minutes. 5 seconds. Oh yeah. The soup's over there, man. And this is the English language. They're crunchy.
It looks good, man.
Swallow it. Swallow it.
Don't you spit that shit out.
Swallow it.
Good?
But what does this all mean? Reason number 2, linguistic relativity. This is the idea that your language determines how you think, and you can think differently by learning a new language. For example, people who speak Latin languages like French, Spanish, Italian, Romanian have gendered objects. Like they can think of objects as like male or female, which we don't have in English. Another piece of evidence is the fact that Russians, because they have more words for blue, can identify different shades of blue faster than English speakers. One counter argument for this is that your worldview and like your thoughts are probably more likely coming from your like experiences, like how you're raised, where you're from. Like any differences in these peoples are probably from like how their parents raised them, or how their societies like formed them. And they think instead of society like being formed from language forms society. And we know languages can affect their societies, because there's this tribe in Papua New Guinea, and they don't have names. They have like personal names, and you see that in the society. They're very like inward focused compared to a society that has like us. We have different names. We can like know more people than they know. They'll just say, instead of saying my cousin Mike, they say my mom's sister's son's brother. In conclusion, I think language is very important. I think a lot of problems in society would be solved or be better if we all like used the same language, had the same like definition for words. Because if you look around, a lot of like political issues are just people like trying to define words, or like debating on what things mean. Like, what is murder? What is a woman? Very popular documentary came out called that. There's definitely a political like lens you could look at languages. There's definitely a way people could like, if you control the language, you like control the society. You know, famously like North Korea, like China, central languages. The dictator of Turkmenistan changed a lot of words to his name, his mom's name. You know that if you see the movie The Dictator, that's what it's based off of. This guy right here.
He changed over 300 Wadian words to Aladdin, including the words positive and negative, causing mass confusion.
Do you want the Aladdin news or the Aladdin news?
The Aladdin news?
You are HIV Aladdin?
And that's why languages are so important. You gotta like understand what you're saying and what it means. Yeah.